I was only 2 when my mom and I packed up our bags and moved from our home in Peru to the United States. My father had traveled many years earlier and was waiting for us in Minnesota. Little did I know that from the moment the plane touched down in the Minneapolis St. Paul airport, I would be living in two different worlds at the same time. My home in Peru had been a very cheerful one, with many people present. I grew very proficient in Spanish, and my family gave me the nickname Lora, which translates to parrot. When I moved into my new house in Brooklyn Center, all of that changed. I was home with only my mom most of the time, since my father worked all day and into the night. Once preschool began, things became even worse for a time. I was thrown into a place where nobody spoke the same language as me. Even though I struggled at first, I was quick to learn. I excelled in school and adapted to the culture. The problem came when I realized that I had been neglecting my own culture. I had become American Peruvian rather than Peruvian American. In that moment, I understood why my fully Peruvian parents would scold me every time I spoke English at home rather than Spanish. I understood why my aunts and uncles would look at me funny when I preferred to sit down and text rather than dance at parties. And I understood why I had been feeling so distant from my family. I felt angry at myself for not realizing this earlier, but a part of me just wished I was either just Peruvian or just American. I was jealous of my friends who had it so easy. They could be the same way at home and with friends. I had to have two different sets of customs and two different sets of communication skills. What was common in one language was rude in the other. In high school, I finally joined Así es mi Perú, a Peruvian folkloric dance group that my mother, aunts, and cousin co-founded. There was when I made the biggest change. I had been slowly getting back to the culture that I had robbed myself of, and once I joined, I became completely immersed in it for those 2 hours a week. Being part of this group made me feel like I finally had a balance and wasn't getting too caught up with any one thing. As I opened up more with my family, I also opened up with the world. I now feel like a true representative of Peru and share as much of my culture as I can with anyone interested in listening. I am still not to where I want to be, but I know that I will surely get there. As long as I have motivation and a love for my country, I know I can do it.